Tanzania is a relatively small country in Africa, but it has some of the largest herds of wild animals on the planet. And these herds are easy to encounter as they sweep across the vast savanna grasslands. Tanzania sits just south of the equator, so there's no real winter or summer, just wet and dry seasons. The rains come twice a year, a short burst from October to December, and a longer, stronger wet season from March to June. Ngorongoro crater, an ancient volcanic caldera, sits at the heart of Tanzania's wildlife extravaganza. It presents a striking landscape created by a cataclysmic explosion that occurred over 3 million years ago. The original volcano would have been as high as Kilimanjaro, the loftiest mountain in Africa. But after it erupted, it collapsed, leaving behind this remarkable sanctuary known locally as the Garden of Eden. The crater sinks to a depth of 2,000 feet, creating a natural enclosure. A giant bowl containing an alphabet soup of Africa's wild animals, from antelopes right through to zebras. In all, 25,000 large animals and at least 100,000 smaller ones coexist here in ecological harmony. Ngorongoro crater is the perfect place for spotting what the safari guides call the Big Five. Africa's largest and most charismatic grassland animals: the lion, the leopard, the elephant, the rhinoceros, and the Cape buffalo. Lions are the only big cat to live in social groups. A pride of lions is an extended family with about 10 females and their young. As the cubs grow, young females will stay with the pride. But by 3 years of age, young males leave the group to find a pride of their own. Becoming part of a new pride is no easy feat, for the dominant male in the group will fiercely defend his territory from newcomers. He'll mark the boundaries with urine, roar menacingly, and chase off any intruders. Not an easy job, as a single territory can be over 250 square kilometers. Once a young male is sexually mature, he's ready to challenge the dominant male for the right to take over his pride. Typically, tenure of a pride lasts around 2 to 3 years, giving the dominant male the exclusive right to every female in his harem. Female lions do almost all the hunting. Many of their prey animals can run faster and further, so to effect a kill, lions need to work as a team. They'll take their time stalking their prey. Often, the pride will split up, so the escaping prey runs straight into an ambush. There's a strict pecking order when it comes to eating, and so cubs have to make do with the leftovers. After a good meal, lions may sleep for up to 20 hours. A rite of passage for groups of young Maasai men has always involved the hunting and killing of a lion. But here in Ngorongoro, times have well and truly changed. Now these Maasai warriors are being employed by local experts to help protect the lions, using science and traditional knowledge to manage and monitor these magnificent animals. While lions will occupy a territory of up to 75 square kilometres. One male will choose a territory that overlaps with a few female territories. In this way, he has a range of choices when it comes to mating season. The largest of Ngorongoro's Big Five is the largest animal on land, the African elephant. These awe-inspiring creatures live in herds of up to 100. They are sociable animals that spend a great deal of time with their families, roaming the grasslands, looking for water and food. And it goes without saying that an animal of this size needs to eat quite a lot. One adult will easily consume over 300 kilos of grass, leaves and bark in a day. So a herd like this needs an enormous area of land to survive. Many of the herds at Ngorongoro choose to live on the crater rim, where the air is cooler and the opportunity to graze expands beyond the old volcano's boundaries. The other great grey grass eater in Ngorongoro is one of the most endangered big animals in Africa, the rhinoceros. There are two species of rhino in Africa, the black rhino and the white rhino. Confusingly, these rhinos are neither black nor white, rather a very similar shade of grey. Rhinos are short-sighted, so there's a good chance of spotting them in Ngorongoro before they spot you. so it's no longer of value to the poachers. When conservationists became aware of the dwindling numbers of rhinos in the wild, they moved a number of individuals to Australia. They're thriving now in open-range style zoos, breeding generations that could, in time, be released back into the wilds of Africa. The final member of the Big Five in Ngorongoro is the Cape buffalo. They won't hesitate to take on and slay a lion. In Ngorongoro in a good year, a single buffalo herd can contain over 500 animals. Those lethal horns are the reason these animals are so well respected by even the most skilled predators. Both female and male buffalo have horns. They grow from a central boss on the forehead, which acts like a powerful battering ram. There is one animal, however, that's safe in the Cape buffalo's realm: the oxpecker. This elegant bird will happily ride around on the back of a buffalo all day, eating ticks, mites and other parasites that would otherwise irritate the buffalo. The Cape buffalo is the only member of the Big Five that is not endangered, but they do need huge amounts of food and a good 10.5 gallons of water a day to survive. And fortunately, in Ngorongoro crater, there seems to be enough of both to go around.